everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Patrick Mahomes' 49ers going up against Bridgewater's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. Left side, caught by Matthews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now here's Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Matthews. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And he'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go. Play 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. shift together here from the D-line. Bridgewater now on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play clock winding down. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They find some open field here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Toss to Cook. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Ten yards still left on second down. Bridgewater now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Malcolm Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. On second down, here's Mahomes. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And the play clock's running down. They start the drive with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Let's go. 180. 180.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Throwing, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Over. Detroit BAC99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. BAC99 Philly, here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you
looking for Garcon, he's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Left side caught by Matthews. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They go screen pass to Hyde. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a run with Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They run the counter with Cook, and he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They run it again with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
As they run the counter play. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go. Go. Detroit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Let's go. Blue 58.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Blue 58.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Navarro Bowman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Again, it's Cook. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Adams has it, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Navarro Bowman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff here to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Back to throw. Mahomes. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the D-line's going to spread out. Bridgewater on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed.
And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short. And it's fourth down. Here's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles.